Are you trying to build a community online? If so, you are going to want to stick around because I'm telling you exactly what I told Russell Brunson's entire audience of funnel hackers back at Funnel Hacking Live, and I want you to have this information as well. If you are here as a regular on Free Mama TV, know that a couple weeks ago I made a video all about what I like to call a content hub. If you haven't reviewed this yet, hit pause, go watch that one first, and make sure you like and subscribe this channel. You're gonna learn all about what your social media strategy needs to be to not go crazy, but to get the quick results that you want to in the online space. Flash forward to today's video, and I'm going to teach you about a concept I like to call a community hub. My name is Lauren Golden. I am the founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama Movement, which is my community hub, a Facebook group that is totally free to join, and you will soon figure out why it is the #1 place for moms who are service providers in the online space who want to make a ton of money but refuse to do it while sacrificing the things that mean the most to them. Go ahead, request to join. We would absolutely love to have you in there. Plus, it is a great case study of what I'm going to teach you in today's video. So what the heck is a community hub? A community hub is the #1 place where you gather with your humans. And this is different than an audience. An audience will betray you. If you do something wrong or controversial online, which it's an election year, so lots of people are going to get in trouble, they will turn your back on you. An audience watches you for entertainment. Community, on the other hand, will gather. A community believes in the same things, probably has a common enemy, and again, is going to participate and comment whether you, the leader of the group, are there or not. They are not as wishy-washy as an audience because they truly feel like they are a part of something. You are going to learn how you can create a community of followers just like that in today's video. But let's first start by taking a little trip down memory lane. About 3 years ago, like to the month, I got a message on my phone from the Russell Brunson, co-founder of ClickFunnels, saying, "Hey, I need to ask you something. What's your phone number?" Rightfully so, I freaked out a little bit, sent him my phone number, and then very shortly after got a FaceTime call from Russell Brunson in his office at ClickFunnels headquarters asking if I would be willing to speak about webinars and community and what I've been able to do in the Free Mama movement at his upcoming Funnel Hacking Live event. And the reason that I share that with you is because the strategy that I'm going to teach you in today's video is exactly what I taught those people on stage at Funnel Hacking Live. I believe it's the reason that Russell recognized the work that I was doing, but also this is a repeatable process that you can implement as well. I call it my 4-step Reenrollment Framework, and it's how I've built a community that has led me to win a 2 Comma Club award inside of the ClickFunnels community. But more than that, it's also gotten me on the news, magazine covers, a best-selling book, and a tribe of tens of thousands of amazing women that bring me deep fulfillment inside of the work that I do. We feel like a family. It is truly what I dreamed of when I knew that I wanted to make an impact in the business that I was creating. See, the old way of marketing and webinars and sales and online business focuses on conversions alone. And yes, your data is important, but the reason a community hub is important and the way that I believe I've led people in the online space to do things differently is that I have created a community that even supports my non-buyers. It is not churn and burn. It is not just looking for the hand raisers with the credit card payers. It is truly building a foundation that stands for something, that creates that community component that nurtures people for a lot of different reasons. And I'm going to break those down for you. Here's a quick overview so you can see how it works. My 4-step Reenrollment Framework lands on the 4 P's because I don't know, my brain's lazy. I like a good acronym, but I also like things that are really easy to remember. So it's the 4 P's: plan, promise, populate, and protect. You can see that I have built a pretty simple business with a pretty simple, straightforward offer where I am bringing cold traffic into my world. And even when people don't buy from my funnel right away, they are being nurtured. They are safely being guided into our community where we can continue to love on them and nurture them and support them and indoctrinate them into our mission of making sure that no mother has to choose between family and financial stability. So let's break down this framework. The first step is to plan. Before you open up a community hub, you start a Facebook group. School is also an amazing option, by the way. Our Free Mama membership is in School. This is our paid community. I do still use a Facebook group for my free community. I used to have Facebook groups for all of my paid programs as well, and we got rid of those and moved over to School. You can build your free community where you're nurturing people in School. I'll include my affiliate link down below so you can go check it out and send me any messages, and make sure you watch this video if you have questions about creating memberships or using the platform. Planning that I want you to think about doing is around what your community of believers believe, okay? So instead of just saying, I am this person, I do this, and I sell this, no, that doesn't really entice anybody to be a part of a community. But when we give a mission, when we have a mantra, when there is like a collective movement towards something, in my case, making sure that moms don't have to choose between family and financial stability. And the way I do that is I equip women with the skills to become independent contractors, freelancers, providing a service of value where they can make money on their own terms, on their own hours, at their own rate. It is like the ultimate independence career, and that is how we serve our mission of making sure moms don't feel like they're choosing between their career and their kiddos. Another thing that's really important in your plan is giving people an identity. Now, I lucked out a little bit with the name of my business being called The Free Mama. Who are we? Our identity. We identify as a free mama. I have a shirt that people who go through my program receive when they graduate that literally says, I am a free mama. They feel like they're part of something. It becomes a part of their identity. It's part of my identity, but it's something that then becomes so strong that they're not just watching me. I'm not some guru or leader just being followed and analyzed. It is a collective community, and it is so much stronger to build your business this way. And we talked about this, but the last part of your planning is to make sure, in fact, that you have a place to hang out. It doesn't have to be a Facebook group, but I would argue that even 7 years after I launched the Free Mama Facebook group, I still believe that it is the best place to nurture a community of people and grow an engaged ecosystem around your mission and your business and your offers and your values. And it's free and it works, and people are still showing up there. So I always get a little bit concerned for people when they say they're building their community on Instagram, because that's not true community. It's one way. People might start to engage in your comments, but really you've created more of an audience situation than something that you can start to separate from. The reason that this is important is because you're always going to be stuck starting the conversation inside of a platform like Instagram, whereas in a Facebook group, when you build it and you nurture it the right way, it is going to continue to function even when you're not showing up consistently. Second step is really important, and this is probably why most Facebook groups don't become the successful communities that the Free Mama has. And it is your promise. It is when you tell the believers, the people who are like, yes, that mission, that's my mission, I believe that too. It's when we tell them how we'll lead them. And what I've seen over the years is a lot of people have been like, well, I want a Facebook group like yours. And I'm like, cool. How are you leading them? Like, how are you leading by example? How often are you showing up? How are you serving people in the comments? Because their complaints might be like, well, nobody's showing up, like it's a ghost town. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's your responsibility. You're the leader. If you build it, they won't come. You have to actually establish that you're the leader. You have to tell them how you're going to serve them and then do it. I did Facebook Lives for free every week for like 4 years consistently. I think I missed once ever, and I can't remember if I was like insanely sick or had like weird travel plans, I never missed it. That was my promise to them. And so you have to think about what's in it for them. Why would someone join your community? What's the value that they're going to consistently receive from you that they want? And this requires you to really know the people that you're serving and know what's important to them so that you can deliver it. It's also really important to say, like I mentioned, you're going to be leading by example. So if you want people to start coming in and helping other people or answering questions in the comments, they're only going to do that if you've trained them to do that. So when I first started the Free Mama Movement Facebook group, I would say I was in there for 1 to 2 hours every single day for probably about the first 6 months. After that, I spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes still daily, most days, not every day, but most days. And then about once a week, I'll block maybe 30 minutes to an hour just for Facebook in general. But I spend a lot of that time going through and answering questions inside of my group still. It's how I nurture my community. It is where the majority of my sales can be tracked back to, either directly or indirectly from my funnels and the cross promotions. A lot of people are looking for social proof from my group. They're looking to see if I'm a real person, if I'm really going to show up for them. They want to get that sensation there before they click the link to buy in the email that they might have gotten. And when I say serve them, I mean serve them all. I never looked at like, who are my students, who's a paying client, who's whatever. I answered all the questions equally. I would just go in and serve the best I could. On Facebook Lives, I would serve full out. And part of what I mean by full out is I would answer anything. There was no like gatekeeping. If you want to know this answer, you have to buy this thing. I'm very transparent, as well as transparent here on Free Mama TV. Everything I teach and talk about, you can probably find right here on this channel for free. Now, is it going to have the same level of support or access to me? Is it going to be in 1, 2, 3, 4 sequential order here on this channel? No, it's not. But I don't gatekeep information that I have, and I've never done that inside of my Facebook group either. So promise your community how you're going to show up, how you're going to lead them, and then make sure that you're actually leading that example so that as new people come in, everybody's contributing the same way you would have. This is how true community is born. Okay, the third step is to populate. This is how we actually get people to join our group. And I could do a whole separate video on this, and these tactics change over time. I really try not to get too bogged down into tactics on this channel. I know it's what a lot of people want. What's working right now? Just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. The problem with tactics in the online space is that they're outdated within weeks, if not months. So much changes so quickly. But here's the general strategy that I want you to understand. You need to be cross-promoting. What do I mean by that? Don't try to create a Facebook group in a vacuum and think that you're going to sell a bunch of stuff. You need a landing page. You need email marketing. And there's ways that you can automate how these different things happen. When people request to join my Facebook group, let's say you found Facebook from my YouTube channel, or let's say your friend referred you, or let's say you saw it in a post in another Facebook group, so you asked to join. It's going to ask you 3 questions. One of those is going to ask for your email. That's because I want you on my email list. You can unsubscribe, but I'm going to give you a bunch of free value when you do that. Why? Because I want to get you on my email list so that I'm also nurturing you in the group for free, but now I'm also nurturing you in my emails for free. But the opposite is true as well. Let's say you see an ad that I'm running for a live webinar that I'm hosting. That is going to collect your email to send you information about the webinar and the offer, but I'm also going to tell you to go join my Facebook group, and that's where we connect. So I'm constantly making sure that everybody is all the way in my ecosystem. And this is how I grew the Free Mama movement so quickly early on, is because I was doing a lot of advertising and a lot of webinars. And so a lot of people were coming in looking for that community and support. I nurtured them. I delivered on my promise of the value I said they would receive. So not only did they stay, but they started to invite their friends. There's a lot of debate about whether or not you need an email list and social media, and I have feelings about these things. You can check out this video about whether or not you're ready for an email list. And with that being said, not everybody needs a community hub either. either. You only need a community hub if you have a scalable offer. I do not recommend starting a Facebook group if you are a one-to-one service provider. I think it's way too much effort for the number of connections that you need to make to hit your financial goals. But if you are a coach, you have group programs, a membership, courses, digital products, I absolutely recommend building a community hub. It is the best strategy that I've used since I've been in business. So then the debate becomes, do I only need a community hub or do I need an email list? I think these two things should be grown at the exact same time. You're nurturing where traffic already is on social media, on Facebook. They're already there. The app's already on their phone. They're already logged in and they're looking for stuff to do, stuff to answer their questions, stuff to distract them. But you also want them on your email list because if Facebook shuts down or the platform becomes more irrelevant or something new comes up, you want to make sure you own that traffic as well. So cross promoting should be your number one populating strategy. And a part of cross promoting, and this is where this re-enrollment idea of this framework comes in, part of the cross promoting is making offers inside your Facebook group. Don't just nurture and serve. Yes, nurture and serve freely and for free. Give generously. And also don't forget to make invitations into your paid offers, whether that is a free training where you're going to make an offer talking about different paid opportunities that you have. You are a business owner. You are working for free when you're serving them, and you deserve to have the space to be able to make those offers as well for people who want to go to the next level with you personally. Alrighty, your last step, your last P of the 4 Ps is to protect. And this is really important too, because if it doesn't feel like a safe space online, especially with all the crazies that come out, it's people are going to leave. And so we have rules and we enforce them. This is how we keep people safe. People get upset. We've had people get kicked out of our group and send us an email and they're frustrated, but we have documentation that they were pitching left and right outside of promo threads. That's not the type of group that we are. It's a true community. It's support. We're not sending weird DMs to people who aren't asking for it just to pitch our products. That will get you removed. A part of protecting your community is understanding that if you take care of your community, they're going to take care of you. And part of that is buying from you. They're also going to defend you with haters. They're going to come to your rescue on ads if there's a nasty comment or whatever that looks like. I have had so many situations where I've had people endorse me who actually know me and have worked with me when the trolls come out. And there's always going to be the keyboard warriors. And when that starts happening to you, it sucks. Solidarity, but also congratulations, because it means that you're making big enough noise online to really be seen. Once you know you've created a safe place that people really want to come back to, and they're participating, they're commenting on their own, they're generating their own conversations, they're answering each other's questions, you may be ready to then offer them new opportunities that maybe you're not even fulfilling. And what I'm really referring to is affiliate marketing, referral partnerships, endorsing other people's events or products. And you can only do this once you've built a safe place where they really trust you. I get pitched for opportunities all the time, and I say no to the majority of them. So when I bring another business owner or someone else's product into my audience, they know that it's something that I really believe in. It's something I've either used personally or I have vetted this. This is why it's so important not to only serve your buyers. There are people in my community that I benefit from financially indirectly. Maybe they're not ready for my course. Maybe I'm not the person that they resonate the most. Maybe they don't need the offer that I have, but I can bring in someone that I collaborate with and they buy from them. They never would have known about this opportunity without me and without being a part of the community and being nurtured by my group. but when they were ready to buy, they made that decision, and I still got some credit and a financial thank you for being a part of that. As the leader of a community, do not be afraid to give people opportunities to buy from you or from services and products that you endorse. Now you know my 4-step re-enrollment framework that I taught on stage live at Funnel Hacking Live. If you are a movement maker and you are ready to create a space and a business around the idea of a community hub, and you would love a step-by-step process that you can follow, comment community down in the chat below, and I will send you some information about the Free Mama membership where you can get access to my entire Movement Maker Accelerator framework, including more details around today's video. I wish you all the best in the world building a community around a mission that just lights you up, and I hope that it is a prosperous adventure for you as well. I'll see you next time.